My nigga, I just remind myself, dog, Monday through Friday, homie, from 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening, dog. There's some niggas in the courtroom around the country, my nigga. Fight for they motherfucking lives, dog. And cracking bamming niggas every day, my nigga. My dog went to court today, they gave him 15. Cracker Bam, my little nigga, he was 17. Young nigga, don't even know what all that time means. Twist ass crackers to shout at my nigga Cream. They hollering mandatory, they want me to do the whole thing. Nigga showed up in court on my dog and did his thing. Nigga did my nigga, now I got to bust his brain. Nigga would've did me, my dog would do the same. This lady called me crying and now I feel the pain. Tired of losing all my niggas to the chain gang. In 30 minutes, the nigga whole life can change. Crack over sentence the niggas when this shit gon' change. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. And your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feel. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. And your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feels. Ain't talked to my dog yet, but I know he's
hey, y'all.
Next 15 years of his life behind the fence. And Cracker find a nigga guilty and hit him with the bit. And one of my dogs with a Sam on his first offense. This time they get a nigga for the crime, ain't making sense. They jack the number up, now it's 85%. They did that to make you fuck niggas out of shit. And put conspiracy in the game to railroad the click. And Cracker feel like niggas ain't got no common sense. My nigga paper ain't right, they ban him off the rip. A public defender don't get you shit but a long trip. And judge innocent niggas without a guilt. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. And your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how to feel. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. And your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how to feel. Behind the fucking cover, get you a life sentence. But give Cracker 7 years with money under the million. Shoot a nigga in the leg, they sentence you like you killin'. Cracker get you with that hair and put you under the building. You a nigga that means the guilt is to prove innocent. Money talking bullshit, walk 1,000 miles. You ain't got a paid lawyer, they don't go to trial. Crackers owe each other favors, they'll swap you out. And yes, him will give you him, know what I'm talking about? Nigga took 30 years on a cop-out. Fuck you get 30 years for breaking in a bitch house. Cracker playing a dirty game, boy, this shit wild.
Okay, so I wanted to come to y'all. This is News with NiNi. I wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all about the petition that I have started. Hold on, let me turn on the camera. I think that this time maybe I need to engage my audience. So I'm not gonna be on here long, but I started a petition. Let me go to it. I started a petition, and hold on, let me go to mine. Bear with me, y'all. I don't really come on here much. Let me let my baby stop. Hold on. I can't have y'all barking. I'm trying to do something, so I'm gonna leave the door cracked for y'all. Trying to do something, so okay, so leave the door cracked for y'all. Okay, so my name is News with NiNi on here. I go by NiNi-DEEliscious currently, and in wake of the egregious behavior that we all witnessed as far as pertaining to Mr. Floyd, I decided to start a petition, and I wanted to come on here to talk a little bit about what the petition is about. I have almost reached 2,500 signatures, and I wanted to promote it. I wanted to definitely promote it on here. Y'all bear with me because I typically um, don't go live too much. Okay, so let me turn off of my cam so y'all can see it. Okay, so pretty much this is the Police Accountability Act, and it is a petition that I started not even 48 hours ago. And pretty much it's a petition to hold these officers more accountable. And it's not holding them accountable when it's only a black person. It's holding them accountable when they are found to be grossly negligent, or dishonoring their badge, or when an injury or a death occurs. And this is pertaining to all races, not just African Americans, because everybody know, if you don't have a little bit of money, or you don't come from a wealthy family, they fucking y'all up too, And so I started a petition, like I said, 48 hours ago, and it's called the Police Accountability Act. And pretty much is to actually do something versus just always talking about it. We can talk all day, but until you're actually doing something, within your community, within your neighborhood, it don't really matter. We can sit on this bitch and talk all fucking day, but if you're not getting up off your ass doing something to try to bring changes, not only for African Americans, but for the countless amount of people who didn't have to die but died needlessly and was slaughtered. And so we need to really make changes as far as with the accountability of these officers. It's really sad that so many people have lost their life. We got, of course, Trayvon Martin. We got Sandra Bland. We got Corin Gaines, Ahmaud Arbery. When is this gonna stop? We got a Caucasian boy, a teenager who just lost his, well, not just, but who lost his life from an assumption that it was a drug deal going on. These are the issues that Americans is facing. This is the reason why we need to really start holding these officers accountable. We have I forgot his name, but we have this guy who lost his life when they served a search warrant, and it was the wrong house. They kicked his door in and fatally murdered him in front of his family. And this is what I mean by we need to definitely be signing and sharing this petition, because this is a pattern with these officers. This is a pattern that's going on, and it's not going to stop until we actually enact a law and actually hold them accountable for the shit that they do. I feel like, hold on, let me move his picture off. Hey sis, I feel like okay, sorry. Hey sis, I feel like shout out to sis in the building. I feel like officers take an oath. They take an oath to always do what's in the best interest of the people in their community, to always honor their badge, to always uphold the highest character, to always accept accountability and hold each other accountable for the actions or misconduct or whatever the case may be. And this is not happening. And so at what point do we say enough is enough? And I feel like this is why people are so outraged, because this has become the norm, them murdering people. And a lot of the times, being that we're in the age of technology, it's recorded and you can have a video, and they're still not held accountable like they should be held accountable. This is why people are fed up. This is why these revolts, because I don't think that it's a riot. I feel like it's an uprising of the people. You know, when you have the Amish people coming out with signs, and you have Caucasians standing in unity with African Americans and our plight, that's when you know it's an issue. Because as I stated before, they're not just fucking up black people. The media puts it on television more, majority of the time when it's us. And this is why I don't watch the news, because I feel like that's they do that with an agenda, versus when they kill white people or Hispanics or Latinas. And so I feel like they fucking us all up regardless of race. It's not a thing of about race with me. It's about the fact that these officers should be pillars of the community, especially the people that they took an oath to protect and serve. And this is not happening. And when they do fuck up and they kill one of us unjustly, or they kill or make a mistake, they're not being held to higher standards. And this is why I started the petition, the Name the Police Accountability Act, because I feel like, being that they are supposed to be held to higher standards, they are supposed to be pillars and role models within our communities, the sentences should be harsher for them. And I feel like that would help. That would help the trust among the people within the community. Right now, if people don't trust the police, I know I damn sure enough don't. I hate when I get tense, and it's sad. I get tense when they get behind me, and I know that I'm legit. I know that nothing don't be wrong, but because so many traffic stops have resulted in people being murdered on the side of the road like a fucking dog, it's become the norm now. To me, it's not just about us no more. It's about the fact that we have rogue cops running around murdering people, and these are supposed to be the people who protect and serve, who take an oath to protect and serve us, and they're not upholding their own oath that they took an oath to do. So I feel like, if you can, please make sure that you sign the petition, and please share it. I'm also, once I get out of here, because I mainly be on Facebook. I love Facebook. That's my stomping grounds, Facebook. I don't really be on YouTube like that. So once I get off here, I'm definitely going to be going live on Facebook as well, to talk about this petition as well, and allow my voice to be heard and actually explain to people, because I kind of feel like some people is thinking that it's just about this one man. It's not just about Mr. Floyd. It's about the countless other people who lost their lives, who didn't have to lose their lives, based off of fear, based off of false assumptions, based off of stereotypes, and racist behavior that's just not true, and that's not fair. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. How the fuck are you an officer and you scary as fuck? Like, where do they do that at? And so I feel like until we all unite as the human race and really let them know, like, hey, regardless of race, regardless of me being black, you being white, and Latina, and so on and so forth, we are uniting as one to let y'all know that the tyranny has to stop. The oppression has to stop. If you are that afraid you need to change your profession. There is no fucking reason why you should be that afraid when you have training through an academy. A lot of these guys take martial arts classes. A lot of them be at the shooting range faithfully. So I'm not understanding why it's so much fear and why they claim to have so much fear. And I know a lot of them be lying just when they do actually be held accountable. I know a lot of them be lying. You know, of course they're going to say they're in fear of their life to try to save their own life. But I just feel like if you have that much, if you're that afraid, if you have to be that cautious, if you're that, you know, like just scary, like why wouldn't you change your profession? Like a man is supposed to be judged by the content of their character, not based off the color of their skin. And this is what's going on. And a lot of the times it be their fault. These are minor and misdemeanor offenses that people are actually losing their fucking life for. And so I would really appreciate if, you know, y'all would support my petition. I put the link in my description. Share it. Like I said, last I checked, I had we have well over 1,800 signatures, and I really feel like it should be even more than that because they are not being held accountable. And until we actually hold them to the oath that they took, it's gonna be revolts. Shit is, if y'all haven't noticed, shit done got real. Like, and I don't think that people gonna let up because people are just really fed the fuck up with what's going on. And like I said, people need to stop making it about just this one man. If it was just about this one man, I really don't think it would be that bad. It's a pattern that people have been seeing for years now. We are not our parents. That protesting, and like I said before in this video, that protesting shit, it did work for our parents and it got us to where we are now. But what I'm saying is, now we're in the millennium. We got to do something different, y'all. Like, we got to do something different. We have so many more rights that a lot of us don't even take advantage of. A lot of us could have went out and voted and let our voices be heard, and we chose not to do so. And I understand some of y'all reasons for not voting, but if you don't exercise that right that people actually, your ancestors actually died for, like, you're a fucking disgrace to your ancestors. And I have to keep it real. Some of our ancestors died for the right for the rights that we have today, for us to be able to vote, for us to be to have human rights and to be treated fairly and equal. And so every time you sit your ass at home and you don't take advantage of the fact that you need to go and get a CCW license so that when you do need to protect yourself, you can do so legally by up under the law. You are a fucking disgrace to your family and to your ancestors. And yes, I said it. And so I'm not gonna stay on here beating a dead horse. I want to thank everybody who has signed my petition and actually shared it. Like, that means the world to me. And it's on. It hasn't even been 48 hours yet. So I felt really good that, I was doing something positive. I think that right now people, I don't consider it to be negative what they're doing. I just feel like people are fed up, but I definitely feel like we need to do something fucking different, y'all. And if that means burning down this motherfucker that our ancestors helped build by the motherfucking way, then so motherfucking be it. I hate when niggas claim certain sets. None of this shit is ours. So the fact that some people are more fucking concerned about rioting and the destruction of property versus them looking at the fact that countless lives have been fucking lost, that shows the state that this country is in. It really do. And it's really fucking sad. Hey, Proverb. Hey, bro. And so, I just, wanted to come on here and just kind of give a little insight into what my goal is as far as with this petition. Like I said, is to, like to hold the men and women who are supposed to protect and serve us more accountable. You notice, look at how long it took them to finally arrest the murderers of Ahmaud, Mr. Arbery. It should not have taken that long. As soon as that video was posted, arrests should have been made. I feel like the prosecutor should have been held accountable for trying to cover it up. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, we have to make fucking changes. We really do. We have to make changes. If we're not trying to make changes for the community, then I'm sorry, like, I don't know what kind of bloodline you come from, but I'm a motherfucking warrior, bitch. I was raised by the best. My dad was a Vietnam vet, and he taught me very well. And so I was raised by a warrior. And I feel like we need to stop settling for this. Stop accepting it. You cannot fight tyranny and oppression with peace. That does not equate. That don't equate whatsoever. It's time for us to start giving them back that same energy. I'm not in no way, shape, or form saying to go kill an officer or fuck somebody up. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying something. We got to change our game plan, and we got to do something different, because clearly that peaceful shit, that don't work. When it comes to us, they're not on peaceful shit. They don't come to us peacefully. So I feel like, at what point do we wake the fuck up and start giving them that same energy back? Sometimes people don't understand it until you give them what they give you. And that's my point. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to stay on here long, because I'm about to get on Facebook and go live on Facebook and explain this same thing. I really don't give a fuck who get mad. My only concern is us stopping the killing, the unjust murders that is occurring by these officers, and actually learning and actually enacting laws that will hold them more accountable when they fuck up. I can understand one mistake, but after the first goddamn time, it's no longer a mistake. Y'all are lynching us, and y'all aren't being held accountable for it. And that's fucked up. And so something has to change. We have to change. And we're actually more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. Look at all the money that, like, we have Black billionaires. We can build our own communities if we start to unite and learn how to work together despite differences. Like, our money, we have power in this country. We just don't give ourselves enough credit for it. And so, with that being said, I'm not going to stay on here repeating myself. If you have not signed the petition, like I said, the link is in the description box. Please do so. Please share it so that we can start trying to hold them accountable. It's about accountability, and people are tired of them not being held accountable for taking lives. Even when dogs attack and take a life, they humanely euthanize them. They don't even fucking do dogs like that. But we being murdered on the goddamn streets, slaughtered like motherfucking pigs. Like, when are y'all gonna get off this peaceful shit and get on some Malcolm X shit, bitch? Because I already told the people in my community, I'm not on that peaceful shit. When y'all really on that fuck shit, hit me up. Don't hit me up on that peaceful shit. Because, bitch, I'm not on that peaceful shit no more. If that peaceful shit was working, this shit would have been stopped. The fact that it ain't stopped, that means they don't give a fuck, and they're posing in pictures, murdering our men and our fucking women. And like I said, they're doing us just like they done us on that motherfucking, on our ancestors on that motherfucking plantation. They taking our strong warriors, our strong men, and degrading them and beating and murdering them in front of the people who love and value them the motherfucking most, which subconsciously instill fear. Nigga, if you scared, say you're motherfucking scared. But I'm out that peaceful shit. Don't come to NiNi on that peaceful shit. When y'all really about that shit, because my dad always taught me and my other 9 sisters and brothers that you gotta stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for any motherfucking thing. I'm ready to die behind this shit. This how much I give a fuck about what the fuck is going on in this country. I'm ready to die behind. I will lay my life down. And that's what I was saying too. I don't know how those people could just sit there and see a man being murdered and not attempt to intervene. I would have just had to take a charge that day. And I really pray to a higher power that I'm never put in a predicament like that. But I know one motherfucking thing. If I am, bitch, I'm gonna take a charge that day. Somebody gonna have to come up with some bail money that day. I already told my mom, like, I'm not fucking out, because that shit, it traumatizes you. Them people probably fucked up. The girl was just on, I think her name is Darnella Frazier. She was just, she went back to revisit the death scene, and she is just, you could tell, like, she is deeply fucking affected by this shit. The fact that she sat there and witnessed a motherfucking murder right there and filmed it. And so I'm letting y'all know, don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't be sad for me. Because I promise you, if I'm ever put in that situation, if it ever comes down to me intervening to save a life, or me just sitting there filming, I'm gonna take that motherfucking charge every goddamn time. You gotta stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that's just what it is. And like I said, I really hope I'm never put in a predicament like that, because this is how passionate I am about it. I will lay my life down 1,000 motherfucking times to save a life. Real talk. Shout out to bro. Hey, Cardo. Hey, Snack Diller 1312. Hey, TC. And so I was just, after it happened, of course, we were all in our feelings about it. I'm still in my feelings about it, because it's just sad that we're in the millennium, and a dog's life means more than the life of a black man and a black woman. And that's sad. Had that man had his knee on the neck of a dog, it would have been outrage. It would have been petitions. PETA would have been protesting and investigating. And it's really fucking sad. You know what I mean? That a black man and woman's life has less value than a dog. And so this is one of the reasons why I started this petition. I lost my brother. My brother was murdered. I know that feeling. He wasn't murdered by a cop, but our family did not get justice. His killer is walking the streets to this day. And so I sympathize, I empathize with what those families are going through, because I know what it's like to have your loved one taken selfishly by another human being who didn't give life. I know that feeling. And that's a feeling that, I don't wish on nobody. And so, this is why another reason why I started that petition. And I would love if y'all would support me on it. I would love it. Even, if we have differing opinions about certain things, that's okay. We're not gonna all agree on every single thing in every single situation, but I do feel like we still need to support and respect each other's perspectives and opinions about police accountability and the fact that we have seen a pattern for far too long, and this is becoming the norm. That is a motherfucking problem. And so, with that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Like I said, the petition that I started when I last checked, it had over 1,800 signatures. I hope that if you have not signed, please sign and share it. Um, you don't have to donate, but if you can donate $2, please do so. Let's really unite, whether we black, white, brown, like we all need to unite, because like I said, unless you or your family got money, they fucking y'all ass up too. It ain't just us. The media just don't post it. They don't advertise it like they do when it's the African American. But they fucking other races up too. It's about the human race fighting against tyranny and oppression from and brutality from the police. That is what this is about. Maybe if they would start holding these officers accountable, that could build that trust. They wonder why we don't trust them. This is why. There is never any accountability. Very rarely is there accountability. We can't job. We can't go to the store and get our little brother Skittles and an Arizona tea. We can't barbecue in a park. We can't get in our apartment buildings where we pay rent every month at. What the fuck can we do? We can't go to a job interview and mind our own fucking business and leave there. We can't do shit. And so, like that's what I'm saying. We need to unite. This is what this petition is for. I hope that everybody signed and support. I thank the ones who have already signed it and shared and even donated. I had some people to donate who were just as passionate about it as me. But we have to start exercising our right to vote. We need to really start voting. I know a lot of people think that it does not do any good, but you can't complain if you're not even utilizing your right that your ancestors fought and died for. You can't fucking talk. If you didn't exercise your right to vote, you are a part of the motherfucking problem. You are a part of the reason why we have crooked ass politicians in office, allowing this shit to continue to go on. I commend Mayor Fry for finally standing up and saying enough is a goddamn enough and terminating him immediately and holding him accountable. This is about accountability. That's what this is about. The lack of accountability when they fucking up people, when they're being negligent, when they're killing people off of false assumptions. This is the result. This is a motherfucking revolt. Shit gonna get worse. Shit is about to get real. It's already real. I feel like until we can get accountability on their part and enact laws that would actually hold them accountable in every state, this shit gonna continue to happen. To me, I don't give a fuck. It ain't our shit. It ain't our shit anyway. Burn this motherfucker down. They need to be walking on motherfucking ashes today. That's how I feel, and that's where I'm at with it. And so, on that note, let me get out of here. I know I said that about 50 million times, but I'm gonna get off of here. But like I said, the petition is called the Police Accountability Act, and I would love if y'all would sign, support, share. If you can donate, please donate. If you can't, then don't worry about it. That's cool. Let me go to it one more time. This is the petition. excuse me. This is the petition. And last I checked, that was the latest amount of signatures that it had, and I gave a very good description pertaining to, you know, why I started it and why it's needed. And so, on that note, I'm gonna get on out of here. I hope that everybody have a good day. Stand up for what is right, y'all. Stand up for what is right. It's not just about Mr. Floyd. It's not just about him. It's about the fact that this has become the norm. This is a pattern. This is a pattern that's going on. This is a pattern where our people, not just our people, but whites and blacks, and are being unjustly murdered just out of fear, even for minor shit. And at any given time, it can be my loved one. Hell, it could be your loved one. And like I said, this is why we need this accountability act. So on that note, I'm gonna get on out of here. I thank y'all for tuning in. I hope that y'all share. This live. Y'all are more than welcome to do so. And I'm gonna head on out.
My nigga, every time I think this shit getting rough for me out here, my nigga, I just remind myself, dog, Monday through Friday, homie, 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening, dog. There's some niggas in the courtroom around the country, my nigga. Fight for they motherfucking lives, dog. And crackers bamming niggas every day, my nigga. My dog went to court today, they gave him 15. Cracker bam, my little nigga, he was 17. Young nigga, don't even know what all that time mean. Twist ass crackers to shout out my nigga Cream. They hollered mandatory, they wanted to do the whole thing. Nigga showed up in court on my dog and did his thing. Nigga did my nigga, now I got to bust his brain. Nigga would've did me, my dog would do the same. This lady called me crying and now I'm full of pain. Tired of losing all my niggas to the chain gang. In 30 minutes, the nigga whole life can change. Cracker over sentence the niggas when this shit gon' change. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. Have your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feels. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. Have your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feels. Ain't talked to my dog yet, but I know he's sick. Nigga 15 years of his life behind the fence. And Cracker find a nigga guilty and hit him with the bit. And one of my dogs 27 on his first offense. This time they get a nigga for the crime and make it sense. And jack the number up, 9's 85%. They did that to make you fuck niggas out of shit. And put conspiracy in the game to railroad the click. And Cracker feel like niggas ain't got no common sense. A nigga paper ain't right, they ban him off the rim. A public defender don't get you shit with a long trip. And judge innocent niggas without a guilt. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. Have your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feels. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. Have your mama leaving out the courtroom until Cracker don't love to have nigga breathe for real. Take a nigga live from him, they don't know how it feels. Behind the fucking floor, get you a life sentence. But give Cracker 7 years for money like millions. Shoot a nigga in the leg, they finish it like you killin'. Cracker catch you with that hair and put you under the building. You a nigga that mean the guilt is to proven innocent. Money talking bullshit, walking 1,000 miles. You ain't gotta pay lawyer, they don't go to trial. Crackers on each other favor, they'll swap you out. Years him will give you him, know what I'm talking about? If nigga took 30 years on a cop out, what the fuck you get 30 years for breaking in a bitch house? Cracker playing a dirty game, boy, this shit wild. Put that crack again, nigga, on the yield. And your mama